tonight. Oh, 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 oh.
That is a snippet from Monica Lee's song called Down on the Drive. We are pitching to make a music video for this song.
I wrote this song live on stage. It's become an anthem for the Commercial Drive area. People know this song, and we need to make this music video so the rest of the world knows about our neighborhood.
The music video will take place with Monica Lee walking up and down the drive in a pretty dress, all twirly and happy, and hopefully it'll be sunny with the cherry blossoms in bloom. She happens to run into a couple other characters. Those characters are just going about their daily afternoon, maybe at the liquor store or record store, getting ready for a night out. And what ends up happening is they all end up at the same place at the end of the night.
Jumping up to me, singing Down on the Drive.
We want to have a choreographed number at the end where there'll be a nice big dance, a big party. It's going to be joyous and lovely.
Vote for us!
Hello dudes and dudettes, and welcome to our live video. Thanks so much for watching, and I have an announcement today. I am participating with these lovely ladies in a contest to make 10K to make a music video. So it's a music video for Monica Lee from the Monica Lee's band. Hi Monica.
Hi, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Excellent.
Awesome. And also Rachel here is gonna be our
Hello.
director. Hi Rachel, how are you?
Awesome. Super stoked to be here.
Yeah, so we're gonna ask for your support to make this video a reality. Rachel has an amazing song that we heard a snippet right before we started this live video, and we're actually gonna play it later for you, and we're gonna be chatting today about music, who is doing what for the video and that kind of thing. And if you also have questions about Hello Dudettes, you can feel free to ask, and if you want to share this live video with your friends, please do. And so welcome to our live video.
Hello, thank you for joining us. Can you tell us, if anyone is watching at all, can you tell us where you're from? Just an FYI for you guys, there's like a 30-second delay always. So
Okay,
so if
awesome.
they ever respond to our question, it'll be a little bit later,
Alrighty,
just so you know.
cool.
Yeah, maybe let us know where you're from, and then we'll just keep trekking through our program.
Hi, this is Spoon Studios.
Thank you for watching.
Yeah, so we're gonna be talking a little bit about the project. It's for StoryHive. It's a StoryHive contest, and you can vote until tomorrow. Actually, tomorrow is the last day, so you can vote today on your phone or in your computer, and then vote again tomorrow, both in your phone and in your computer. And with your vote, you help us win 10K to make Monica Lee's band amazing video.
We're super stoked. It's going to be an awesome video, and we are so stoked to have Julia on our team producing it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so, I don't know if you guys have any questions that you want to know about Monica Lee's band or about the team, just leave it in the comments. But I guess we'll just start a chat and have some beers and have some donuts and just hang out with you.
Yeah, we're going to be
Very Canadian experience. We're having beer and donuts and
the huge flag.
we're going to be starting off, just FYI, while we're doing this live, we're going to be drinking some North Van beer. So far we have a lemon gin. It's a Saison. It's a new nice spring beer. And then after that, we're going to try something super crazy, Steel and Oak from New Westminster. It is like a dark, sweet cherry, raisin, and plum jam coat your mouth is what it says. So it's extra strong also, so it's like 7%. So just have to
Perfect.
take it lightly.
Yeah. I'm okay taking a lot. I'm just kidding. Yeah, so why don't we start talking about your band and how long have you been doing music and your inspirations?
Sure. So I've been playing music, I don't know, I've always been in love with music from a little girl. And when I moved to Victoria, I started going to open mics and stuff like that. And one fellow said, hey, come and I'll record you an album. And I didn't know anything about recording studios or anything like that. And I went into his studio and I recorded a whole album in 4 hours. And, you know, I was crazy to do that. This album's called Feeling Fences. It came out, I think, in 1998. And I moved to Vancouver that year and started making connections with people in the city and met some really awesome local musicians and started playing gigs with them. I started really getting active on Commercial Drive. I was running a thing called Divas on the Drive for a little while. Then I teamed up with Jesse Waldman and we put on a show called Random Acts of Kindness. So it was kind of like a open mic, but we had everybody was special guests, and that kind of kept rolling on. And then one day the Libra Room opened up, and I went right away in there. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna book some shows in here, and I started booking regular every Thursday night with not just me, with other acts, and eventually became that it was just Jesse and I. And one night, Marc L'Esperance heard us playing at Random Acts of Kindness. He's like, please, can I come sit in? And I had previously had an act with another drummer, and it was so intense. I was kind of like shell-shocked from having played with a really like heavy metal kind of drummer. And I was like, I don't know if I can handle the drums. And I'm like, you can come, but you can only bring a snare. Like, this is going to be super simple. And so he came, he brought his snare, and he's like, oh, well, I brought a hi-hat too. And then next time he came, he's like, well, I brought a kick drum. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's it. You got 3 pieces. That's all. He's like, oh, please, can I bring a ride? I'm like, okay. So then we had the 4-piece drums, and he came every week from then on. And we became a band just like that on stage. And we didn't have 3 hours of music, so we used to make stuff up all the time. And down on the Libra Room at this time, if anybody knows Libra Room now, it's quite big. It's actually been closed for last year, but it takes up 2 spots on Commercial Drive, 2 like shop windows. And when we first started, it was just half. So it was like everybody is always in there like super squished. And so when we recorded the recording that we're doing, the Down on the Drive song that we want to do the video for, that was recorded live in half size Libra Room. Cool. Super crowded, super intense, excited. We had like the big garage sort of window thing, so you could open it up and spill onto the street. There was always a huge crowd outside the club and a crowd inside the club. And we ran out of songs, and it was like people were going nuts and they wanted encore. And I was just like, let's do a calypso.
That's so cool.
And then we instantaneously wrote that song on stage and somehow magically remembered it. So I don't know, not sure exactly how that worked, but eventually we did it every week, and people were always asking for it. And they knew that I'd play it the very last song of the night, so you had to stay till the end.
It's just such an upbeat song. Like, it puts you in a good mood, so it's actually a really great song to just close the show.
Yeah, for sure. And the lyrics too, like whenever I did songs that I wrote on stage, I basically just like look around me for inspiration and just make up what I see. So What If is like that too. I think we're going to play What If for you. I wrote that on stage as well. And like, we just started playing, and I'm looking around the room and I see these couples being really awkward on a date. And I'm like, I wonder what they're thinking. And I just wrote the lyrics about what I thought they were thinking.
Yeah.
You know, and so it's not necessarily my story, you know. We don't have to look very far for good stories.
Yeah,
you know, just
true.
like trying to interpret what people are thinking and what they're doing. And Down on the Drive is like, you know, every day on Commercial Drive, you walk down the street, you see all your friends, you're waving at your friends, you're like, come on, let's go to the show. You know, it just all of that happiness and, you know, bubbling joy. It was really what we were feeling in the moment when we wrote it.
And for those who don't know, the Drive, it's a street and a neighborhood that it's in Vancouver.
Yes.
And it's really cool. I find it to be like the free, hippie, like enjoyable neighborhood in Vancouver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's reflected in the song as well. Like, it's very bubbly and happy and colorful, and it portrays the Drive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Commercial Drive for a long time was like Little Italy for Vancouver. And then over time, a lot of the Italian families started moving to Burnaby. So now Burnaby also, like Hastings and Burnaby, has a large Italian community. And the Commercial Drive started getting more of the young people coming in and buying and renting out those houses, because the people who owned all the Italian specials, you know, those houses were open to people renting them. So we had a lot, it was like, you know, cheaper place to live.
Yeah.
The court totally is not anymore. It's very expensive to live in
everywhere
Commercial
in
Drive
Vancouver,
now.
yeah.
We're in a crisis here, a housing crisis. But yeah, there was a very young, excited party atmosphere on Commercial Drive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like it still carries on to this day.
Yeah.
Like, at least for me, I love Commercial Drive. I don't know about you, Rachel, but I really
Totally.
love it. Yeah. So what? Like we've been talking about this song, so why not listen to it completely right now?
Sure.
And after we come back, then we can talk a little bit more about the video and also about Rachel and why she put this team together.
Sure. So we're about to play a clip from Inconceivable, which is a show that I co-wrote. And we use Monica's song in it for a little montage about a character that is based off of me. And this clip, it just shows us. Yeah, you'll see it. Yeah, we'll just watch it. We'll discuss it after.
Let's play it.
It's all sounding and looking good. I've been watching it.
Living alone in the city was the first step towards my dream life.
Everyone singing, everyone dancing down on the drive. I feel like I am so alive. Down on the drive, I think I might go out tonight. Down on the drive tonight. Oh, 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 oh. Down on the drive. Oh, 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 oh. Down on the drive. Oh, 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 oh. Down on the drive. Down on the drive tonight. Everyone walking, everyone talking down on the drive. I gotta go and see what's happening down on the drive. Won't you wait when you see me coming down on the drive tonight? Oh, 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 down on the drive. Oh, 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 down on the drive. Oh, 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 down on the drive. Down on the drive tonight. What if I see you passing me one day? Will you stop and say, hello, my dear, let's go have a coffee. It's time for you and me to get happy. Oh, down on the drive. Down on the drive. Down on the drive. Down on the drive.
Hello, and we are back. We are just updating some of our phones, adding this live stream to our Facebook timelines.
And sharing it with our fellow friends. You should share it too.
If you're out there,
Yeah.
if you're watching, are you out there? Are you out there? So that was the clip called Down on the Drive. That is Monica's song. We, all three of us, want to make a music video that is not what the little montage you just saw. That was from an actual show. So we want to make a music video that represents Commercial Drive.
Yeah.
And that is Monica-ly
I
inspired.
mean, I think the hot lesbian love affairs pretty much represents Commercial Drive pretty well.
That's true.
There's a lot of
true.
that going
Yeah.
on, I have to say. I'm pretty sure.
You
Yeah.
can find like everything on Commercial Drive. Like
Yeah.
there's a lot of, I don't know. It's just I find that it has more culture, I would say, or diversity in Commercial Drive than
Diversity,
in
yeah.
other parts of the city. Yeah.
Totally. It's so fun when you like walk up and down the street. There's just, you see so many different kinds of people.
Yeah,
like, On
exactly.
the ground, not on the ground. all
Yeah, that's
everywhere.
true.
Everything's interesting. It's like this, what the song says. It's like, it feels so alive. You're like, wow, I'm alive.
Yeah.
Be a human on this street.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I was working in the film industry when I first moved to Drive and catering. I did catering for a lot of years, and though I was just getting day calls here and there for that. So if I didn't have a day call, I'd just go busking, and I met so many awesome people that way. And so yeah, it's very real portrayal when you look in the Inconceivable of me out busking. Although I was younger and I had long brown hair.
What do you guys think of this beer?
It's delicious,
It's
and I don't
good.
even like
It is
love
pretty
it.
good. It's
I have
yeah.
to
So
say.
this
You
is
don't like
the- this
beer?
is
Well, I do. I don't know. I guess I do because I like it.
Yeah, that's true. Now you like it.
Lemon
I
gin
love
from
beer.
Bridge.
It's really good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's super fun, summery and sweet.
Yeah. Summer's coming to Vancouver. There's not a lot of sun, and weather is really bad, I have to say. I was trying to be polite, and then it just came out.
Oh, it's just so horrible out right now with the cherry blossoms and the blue sky. And
Where are you
Right now it's
originally
pretty
from?
cool.
it's pretty
Mexico.
awesome.
I'm from Mexico. That's why I can. The rain doesn't do good to me, but now it's finally sunny. So
Yeah. No,
And the
summer's
cherry
coming.
blossoms.
Summer's
Yeah.
coming. And the cherry blossoms are so amazing, which we
They
got
are.
imported here from Japan at some point. Somebody was smart enough to think, we should plant cherry blossoms in BC.
Good idea.
Yeah, they're all over Victoria too, and it's just stunning. Yeah.
Yeah. And so going back to the music video and the work that we're going to do for it, I actually wanted to talk with Rachel a little bit about working in the film industry because you were co-creating Inconceivable web series, but Rachel, it's not originally trained into the film industry, so I wanted for you guys to have a little bit of career advice from Rachel because she just went for it and did it, and I like that. I admire that a lot.
So what do you want advice in terms of what
Yeah,
it's like? Well, to be honest, I didn't necessarily intend at all to be in the film world. I feel like if anything, I just sort of slept my way to the top, if you will.
There's some advice. There's some advice for
just
you.
do it that way.
I guess backstory. So the show is about our lives, about my life, and me and this guy named Joel, who is a filmmaker, got pregnant. And I normally date girls, and when we started dating, that was always on the table, and that was perfect situation for us, because he was like, awesome, then we don't have to be committed at all, and I was like, awesome, this is just kind of random and new, not something I was super familiar with, but then, so that happened. So Joel and I hung out and dated a little while, and then we got pregnant via a vegan condom. A broken vegan condom.
Oh,
You guys should get
Yeah,
Inconceivable, by the way. I don't think we put the link below, but we can share it later on. Yeah.
We definitely can. So then I got pregnant, and then we just decided to keep the baby. And we then wrote a show about this whole situation, and that show was called Inconceivable. That is
the story.
Yeah, that is my story. So awesome. I somehow found myself writing alongside of Joel and his writing partner a web series that has now done fairly well. I think it's caused a little bit of a stir. So
it's done pretty well. She's being modest.
my advice would be, if you want to have a web series, get pregnant by someone who's a filmmaker.
Great advice.
Oh, good advice.
Damn, there you go. That's a secret formula. Just kidding though. I feel like the best way to do things is just your own way. No, that would be my advice.
Totally.
And then how did you what was your inspiration, I guess, for joining this team and creating this music video?
Okay, so I met Monica. I've met Monica a few times over the last few years, but before I moved to the Drive, I had heard of her band just because I ended up seeing them one Thursday night live at the Libra Room, like she was talking about. And I had a connection through my sister, and I saw her play at live shows once or twice a year. They call these mansion parties, and so one of them, they're super fun.
I will be invited.
Yes, let's make that happen.
Christmas time.
Nice.
Christmas party.
And Monica always plays, and the two songs that I think are always hits are "Smokin'" and "Down in the Drive," because both of them require audience participation. So when we were writing Inconceivable, we had this scene where it was all about the character moving to the drive, getting laid, and then this song is literally called "Down in the Drive," and it has that feel of super fun, new energy, getting laid. It's kind of the feel it has.
It does.
So, I knew of the song. We cut it up to that scene, and we asked Monica, and she was totally in. And it was super funny because my writing partner Mike, he said, oh, there's no way you could ever afford this song. And like, we were like, oh, we know the person, we can totally get it. And so he was just absolutely floored that it was that awesome. So that's what I knew. We like, okay, this is a good song. We have something, not just I'm just not the biggest fangirl of it. Like, other people think it's awesome too.
Yeah.
And so far the feedback is that it's been awesome since people have watched Inconceivable. So in my mind, I saw this music video pitch coming up. I thought it would be super fun to just try it. I mean, I don't know, YOLO, I guess.
Yeah, I like that approach. But I feel like it's important. If you just want to do something, just like go for it and do it and create and do whatever. Do music, do videos, just do things. Don't stay there in the couch.
I want to add something to this story. So
Yeah.
the Down on the Drive song that's recorded is a shorter version of what we usually do. Because it would be the end of the night, and you know, you don't just play a 3-minute song at the end of the night, you play like
Yeah.
a 10-minute song at the end of the night.
That's
So like
crazy.
if people are dancing, we're not stopping until we really have to. So I used to make up another, like there's a, you know, that little part of the song is like, what if I see you passing me one day, won't you stop and say hello my dear, let's go have coffee. And then I would be like pretending to smoke a doobie. Come on, time to get happy. And then other times I would be like, I would just improvise every time differently about whatever sexy stuff was going on the dance floor, and
That's
whichever
fun.
people were in the
That's
room,
fun.
and I would make a new verse every time. And I don't know any of them. I did probably just make another one up, but you know, so we would make up songs about the people in the room, and then we make up songs about the crazy stuff happening out the door,
Yeah.
and then we make up songs about what was going to happen after we left, and we make up, you know,
So
verses
fun.
because the song just had to keep going. And Jesse used to torture me because I would be singing the ending, what I thought was the ending, and then he'd start again.
Kept going.
He would just start again, and I remember my eyes popping out like, oh my God. We're going
would
again.
go.
We're going again and again and again. Oh yeah, and sometimes we would cut right into the middle of the song and go into another song. The Beatles song, Why Don't We Do It in the Road? And we got very hot.
Yeah,
And then
damn.
and then we boom drop it back into Down in the Drive. So I mean, the musicians I've been playing with are so good. And Mark Lesperance is an incredible drummer, singer, plays a million instruments. He's produced our live album, recorded it, edited it, everything it, mixed it. And Jesse is now, and I have been working on another record, actually since 2006. No, when did I start it? 2011. I don't get my numbers right. 2011, we recorded a whole bunch of stuff, and then we did it over the 6 years. We have put and done a whole bunch of stuff, and it's very close to being done. So the fine gentlemen I've got to work with are so skilled and have supported me so much. So I'm really grateful to them. And we also brought in Michael Simpsonelli on drums about, 8 years ago. Mark went out of the band and Michael came in. But we're all still very close and good friends, and have played lots of music together over the years.
Yeah, I feel like that's one of the cool things about working with teams too, that you get to make really close friends and meet people in a different way.
Yeah.
So
It's like a vulnerable way too.
Yeah.
Like
Very.
creativity is very vulnerable. It's like it's a passion that happens, and it's when it's collaboration. That's something that I have found as someone who like is not from the film world, like coming into all of this, or like just. I'm normally an artist who works alone. Like I'll do it's mandala in the sand, or like do a painting or a henna tattoo. That's even more collaboration than I'm used to doing it on somebody. But I find with film, it's insane. You can have teams of hundreds of people, and suddenly you're just all working together with the same vision. And that is a wild process. Like, it is so cool to watch. Like, happy little ants, everyone doing their job, you know?
that's a good way to describe it.
That's
Little ants,
awesome.
yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I feel similar to what you say. Like, I've done a lot of, like, YouTube, for example, it's a lot of work that I do on my own. But when I do like a more professional, like say a commercial or something like that, it's more people, and you have to like agree with everybody, or like trying to figure out how to like those the differences, like conciliate the differences and that kind of thing. But it's really fun. The parties are fun at the end.
Totally. Yeah, the rap
Yeah,
parties are always fun.
And the end result too. I'm really excited for what we're gonna do with this music video. And if you just tuned in, by the way, this live stream, it's because we're participating in a StoryHive contest, and we want to win 10K to make Monica Lee's amazing video, and you can help us. There's a link below to where you can go and vote and help us win, and it goes until tomorrow, so do it now.
Tomorrow at noon.
Tomorrow at noon.
And you can comment anytime if anyone's watching too. We can interact live. Also,
Yeah.
we'd love to know who's watching. If anyone, it's possible. There's no one, so
It is possible.
That's
Where
cool.
where can we
Anyone
see?
out
it
there?
should be all here. They should all be
Hello?
talking to us.
Oh, I see.
Or,
Yeah.
like, yeah,
It's dead.
not should. But
Well,
they could.
We can
Good.
share this with our friends later on. Well, thank you so much, girls, for answering my questions. Do you guys want to share something else about the project or your own personal projects?
You were gonna share with us some of your art.
Oh,
You
yeah.
have something set up for that?
Which?
Some of your art was in Inconceivable.
Oh, yeah. It wasn't inconceivable. We just watched the clip.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, and we showed your vision board. We could talk
watch that
about your
clip
vision.
again and talk live over it.
We could.
That's
We
definitely
can do
possible.
whatever we want.
Yeah, we can do that, but I don't know if people want to watch it twice. But what we could do is also just leave out with some of Monica's music.
Yeah.
Maybe
that
we
sounds
could
amazing.
listen to another song we wrote live on stage. That's What If.
Okay.
So this Jordan Barnes Krause filmed the Monica Lee band in one shot the whole night, and it was incredible. And we pulled out different songs from it and released a few of them on YouTube. So this is one of those, and it's when the Libra Room was expanded to the double-sided, whatever, the bigger club, but we still had the stage in the window. So nowadays they moved the stage inside, but we used to have the stage in the window, which was awesome because we could open the window and everybody outside could be watching the show too.
That's pretty cool.
So this was one of those nights. I don't think the window's open, but we were, this is where featuring me playing the viola.
Very cool.
Awesome. Well,
So, we'll get playing these two songs. This and Mama's MC will play right after. And then we'll see you live next time.
yeah, thanks for watching, guys. And remember to vote for our music video down on the drive on StoryHive. The link is below. You can still vote until tomorrow, Monday at noon.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Cheers. Whoop.
So this next tune is not a Nirvana tune, but it's actually a tune we wrote here at the Libra Room. We started from a jam and we evolved into a song. And
that is going to be. What if it was up to you to make all of my dreams come true? And what if it was up to me to find out what's your destiny? Now that doesn't seem so likely that it could be so easy, and I'm running to find you, and I'm riding upon you, running to see you, and I'm running to find you, and I'm riding upon you, there's no way that it's going to be.
Hello.
We're back.
That was a pretty damn cool song. Why don't you tell us more about it?
That song, I'm playing the viola. It's a larger violin. It's actually, the viola was the first string instrument that invented 1500s in Italy. But the viola has a C string, C, G, D, A. So I've been playing that orchestra when I was a kid, and at some point, I think grade 12, I realized that I just wasn't really that interested in playing classical music, so I stopped. And then when I was 23, I had this ache, and I didn't know what it was, and I realized actually I'd saved all this money to go to Europe, and the last second I went and bought a viola instead.
Dang.
Yeah, and
That's
so then
crazy.
I got back because I realized that I could play anything I could sing on the viola, and I couldn't do that on any other instrument. I didn't know how to do that on the guitar, and I wasn't really playing piano yet. And so I got a viola, and I started playing again. And then when I moved to Vancouver, I started being a side person for other people's bands and playing viola. But I wanted to figure out a way to have the viola be part of my band, and because I wasn't writing a song on a guitar or piano, I didn't know how to do it. So most of the songs that we have that where viola is featured are songs that we wrote on stage live, because band would just start to play something and I would make it up. So this song, I said to Jesse, let's play in D, and he put in a drop D on his guitar, And yeah, we wrote it spontaneously on stage and remembered it. And I was specifically talking about the people sitting in the front who looked like they were having a super awkward date. And just like, is this it? Like, what if this is it? Like, or maybe I'm the one for you. Maybe I'm the perfect person for you. Or maybe, you know, maybe you're the one, but I don't think it's that easy. It couldn't possibly be that easy. And you know how awkward people are when they're dating and they're like, I'm running towards you, but I'm hiding in front of you at the same time. Like you're trying to like show your best self, but you're also
you
like
look stiff.
super like, I don't want to reveal all my secrets to you yet. So that's kind of the feeling of the what if song.
And you're wondering if they're
feeling the same thing, if they're feeling the same thing,
Yeah.
yeah. And I'm sure nowadays with Tinder and all the dating stuff, it's much more brutal because you didn't have that for when I was younger, and that was not the dating scene at all. You know, you weren't dating on paper or on your computer. It was just awkward in person.
Now it's awkward online, awkward in person.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, you have no idea what you're getting with Tinder now. You can never know someone else's intentions.
Yeah,
like,
that's
what
true.
that date looks like.
Tinder stories.
But a lot of people used to come. A lot of people come to Monica Lee Band shows with their date. Thursday night is a great night for a date night. It's not the weekend, so you don't have the really big party people there, and people are interested in listening and talking to each other and maybe dancing. And but we are playing tonight at the Wise Hall. I want to invite everybody to come down to the Wise Hall. We're playing in the lounge. We're actually having a fundraiser for Bruno Hébert, who's one of Vancouver, one of Canada's finest jazz piano players. And he had a bit of a rough year, so we're getting together, all our community, to raise a little bit of money for him. And we've got 4 bands playing tonight, and Monica Lee Band is one of them. And yeah, I will definitely be playing What If, and I'll be playing Down the Drive, and I'll be playing Smokin', and I don't know how many, probably three more songs than that, we'll see. But yeah, if you want to come and check out the band live, tonight is the night. And I'm pretty sure we'll have some backup vocalists as well, because everybody will be there. So it'll be a big band experience.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited because we're going to be
These
there.
guys are coming.
Yeah.
Come and have some drinks with us. We're started early with the beer.
Yeah. Cheers.
Yeah. Uh-oh, we didn't.
The beer's
Oh,
empty.
no.
Time
It's
to.
over. What?
Should we
we
try
have
this?
to open up
Good,
the other
that's
beer,
no
the
good.
Blackhorn
We're gonna try
Strong
the other
Ale.
ones.
Yeah.
Find out what that's about.
This is from New West.
Oh boy, Vancouver got all kinds of good things. That looks like dinner right there.
Delicious.
It
It
is.
does.
Oh, no, wait, do you want to mix it with your other one? Do you want?
It's fine.
Okay.
Doesn't matter. Ew. I did this on camera. Great. Thank you. Cheers.
Oh wait. Okay.
Thanks so much for watching, guys.
Yeah, this was fun. This was a good.
Oh my
this
god!
was
Look
a
at
good
the head on
test.
that. We have to cheers with you in that big. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
for the
just do
drinks.
dance.
Thank you so much.
Oh, that's really good too.
Yep. Spring is
Interesting.
in. Spring is in. All the spring
Yeah.
flavors are here.
So when I say I didn't like beer, it's because I played in so many bars where they give you the worst beer
Yeah.
in the world, and I'm like, yeah,
I know,
I
whenever
don't
people
really
tell
like
me
beer,
they
but
don't like
this
beer, I'm like-
beer is different. Thank you,
good.
Rachel.
When
It's
people
really
say they don't
good.
like beer, I'm like, you don't know beer. There's such a range of flavors.
Yeah.
The spectrum is like as spectrum-y as any
I do love
spectrum.
bitter. I like bitter.
Yeah,
I like bitter stuff.
I'm a huge fan of beer. Although I don't feel like I know enough, so I'm gonna get your advice on some good beers. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's so fun. All the spring flavors, so they're all new to me now. I'm so used to this season's winter ones.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Cool. Well,
Peace and
thanks so
love.
much for watching. We're actually gonna play one last clip of Monica, one of Monica's song, which is called.
This is called Mama's MC, and this is a cautionary tale for the modern life. You know, in the old days, we had to tell kids, like, don't, or tell parents, like, don't let your kids grow up to be cowboys. But nowadays, don't let your kids grow up to be MCs, because, you know, they maybe be incredibly eloquent and break your daughter's heart.
oh my God, was there an MC that you fell for?
Oh, possibly.
What? Now we have something to talk about.
We'll talk about it while we play
Yeah.
this music video.
Well, we got a modern cautionary tale for you here. These are not things you used to have to worry about.
You always have to worry about spilling your wine. But you didn't have to worry about MCs. You only have to worry about cowboys. Woo!